IQ stands for intelligence quotient and is a measure of your ability to reason and solve problems. It reflects how well you did on a specific test compared to other people of your age group. IQ tests include a variety of questions that measure reasoning and problem-solving skills, such as verbal reasoning, visual abilities, spatial awareness, processing speed, and pattern recognition. The average IQ on many tests is 100, and 68% of scores lie between 85 and 115. A low IQ score is anything 70 and below, while a high IQ score is anything above 130. IQ scores are used for educational placement, assessment of intellectual disability, and evaluating job applicants. They are also used to study distributions of psychometric intelligence in populations and the correlations between it and other variables. However, IQ scores are not necessarily a guarantee of life success. Sometimes people with very high IQs do not fare well in life, while those with average IQs may thrive. IQ also depends on many factors, such as nutrition, environment, education, genetics, and health. IQ tests are also controversial because they may reflect cultural biases, test-taking skills, or other factors that are not related to intelligence. Some critics argue that IQ tests do not measure all aspects of human intelligence, such as creativity, emotional intelligence, or social skills. Therefore, IQ scores should be interpreted with caution and not be used as the sole indicator of a person's abilities or potential. There are some ways that may help you improve your IQ score, according to research. Here are some of them. Challenge your brain by breaking your routines, reading, solving puzzles, and seeking new experiences. These activities can stimulate your brain to form new connections and pathways and enhance your cognitive abilities. Meditate regularly. Meditation can improve blood flow to the brain, reduce stress, and increase concentration and memory. It can also help you relax and sleep better. Take supplements that can boost your brain function, such as caffeine, creatine, ginkgo biloba, and omega-3 fatty acids. These substances can enhance your alertness, energy, and mental performance. However, you should consult your doctor before taking any supplements to make sure they are safe and appropriate for you. Exercise daily. Aerobic exercise, such as running, cycling, yoga, or strength training, can improve your cognitive health and functioning by increasing blood flow, oxygen, and endorphins to the brain. Exercise can also boost your mood, self-esteem, and IQ score. Sleep well. Getting enough quality sleep is essential for your brain to rest, consolidate memories, and repair itself. Lack of sleep can impair your attention, reasoning, and problem-solving skills. Aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night and avoid caffeine, alcohol, or screens before bedtime. These are some of the activities that may help you improve your IQ score over time. However, you should also remember that IQ is not the only measure of intelligence or success in life. Therefore, you should not rely solely on IQ tests to assess your intelligence or worth. You should also focus on developing your strengths, passions, and goals in life. IQ and EQ are two different forms of intelligence that measure your cognitive and emotional abilities. IQ stands for intelligence quotient and measures your ability to solve problems, use logic, and grasp or communicate complex ideas. IQ tests usually include questions that assess your verbal, mathematical, spatial, and reasoning skills. IQ tests are scored by comparing your performance to the average performance of people in the same age group. The average IQ score is 100, and scores above or below this number indicate higher or lower intelligence levels. EQ stands for emotional quotient or emotional intelligence and measures your ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions in yourself and others. EQ tests usually include questions or scenarios that assess your self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. EQ tests are not scored by a single number, but by different scales or profiles that indicate your strengths and weaknesses in different emotional domains. The relationship between IQ and EQ is complex and not fully understood. Some researchers suggest that IQ and EQ are independent of each other, meaning that a person can have high IQ but low EQ, or vice versa. Other researchers suggest that IQ and EQ are related to each other, meaning that a person with high IQ may also have high EQ, or that a person with low IQ may also have low EQ. However, the relationship may not be linear or causal, meaning that having high IQ does not necessarily cause high EQ, or that having low IQ does not necessarily cause low EQ. Both IQ and EQ are important for success in life, but they may have different impacts on different domains. For example, IQ may be more important for academic achievement, while EQ may be more important for interpersonal relationships. However, both IQ and EQ can also complement each other and enhance each other's effects. For example, a person with high IQ and high EQ may be able to use their cognitive skills to solve problems creatively and communicate effectively, while also using their emotional skills to motivate themselves and others, empathize with different perspectives, and cope with stress and challenges. Therefore, it is beneficial to develop both your IQ and EQ skills throughout your life. You can improve your IQ by challenging your brain with puzzles, games, reading, learning new skills, and seeking new experiences. You can improve your EQ by practicing mindfulness, meditation, self-reflection, emotional regulation techniques, empathy exercises, and social interactions. By improving both your IQ and EQ skills, you can enhance your overall intelligence and well-being. The highest IQ ever recorded is not easy to determine, as different IQ tests may have different scoring methods and standards. However, some sources suggest that the following people have some of the highest IQ scores in the world. Marilyn Vos Savon, a magazine columnist, has the highest ever recorded IQ, with a score of 228, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. She has been called the smartest person in the world by some sources. Terence Dow, a Chinese-American mathematician, has an estimated IQ of between 225 and 230, according to some sources. He is a professor at UCLA and has won numerous awards and honors for his research. William James Sidis, a child prodigy, had an estimated IQ of between 200 and 300, according to some sources. He attended Harvard University at age 11 and graduated at age 16. He was also fluent in several languages and had a vast knowledge of various subjects. Leonardo da Vinci, a renowned painter and inventor, had an estimated IQ of between 180 and 220, according to some sources. He is considered one of the most influential and creative minds in history. These are some of the people who have the highest IQ scores ever recorded or estimated, according to various sources. What is the average IQ score? The average IQ score is defined as 100, with a standard deviation of 15. This means that most people, about 68%, have an IQ score between 85 and 115, which is considered the normal or average intelligence range. However, the average IQ score may vary depending on different factors, such as the type of IQ test used, the sample size and population group tested, and the environmental influences on intelligence, such as education, nutrition, health, and culture. Therefore, different countries, regions, or occupations may have different average IQ scores. For example, according to some sources, the average IQ score in the United States is 98, while the average IQ score in Hong Kong and Singapore is 108. However, these sources may not be reliable or accurate, as they may have used different IQ tests, different methods of scoring, or different criteria for selecting the participants. Moreover, these sources may be biased or influenced by political, social, or economic agendas. Therefore, it is important to be cautious and critical when interpreting or comparing average IQ scores across different groups or locations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. And as always, stay curious and keep learning. See you next time.